Checkatrade and TrustATrader, I would like to start off by saying they're not just a lead generation website.
Today we are going to be doing a video on Checkatrade versus TrustATrader versus FatRank. Today we are going to be doing a video on Checkatrade versus TrustATrader versus FatRank. The ultimate showdown. I'm joined with James. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so Checkatrade and TrustATrader, I would like to start off by saying they're not just a lead generation website. They're actually good for building branding and actually good for online reputation management. So if you're able to get a listing put on there and get lots of ratings and lots of reviews and lots of testimonials, that's good for your branding. But on the flip side, you want to try and make certain that the money you are spending to get those listings, you are getting some sort of return, whether it's via leads that's coming through, which are converting into orders, and you can track what that return on investment is. So both platforms could be good. It is very different to what the FatRank service is, but both of them platforms can be good for certain industries in certain locations.
One thing to bear in mind with both those platforms, they are credit based. They aren't exclusive leads, so you will be getting the same leads as your competitors if they're also listed on there. So just bear that in mind. And again, if they aren't exclusive leads, like some people, they don't understand this, but if you and let's say 3 of your competitors are getting the same leads, guess what's going to happen? Everyone's going to drive each other down when it comes to pricing. And obviously, as business owners, we want to make certain that we're getting the most profit from each and individual job as we possibly can. And in some cases, with some of these websites, in certain industries, it might not be possible. So just bear that in mind. Obviously, we do have FatRank, so let's go on to FatRank and figure out why or what the differences are there.
Yeah, so at FatRank.com, we do a commission-based lead generation service where it's pay on conversion. So you don't pay any sort of subscription, you don't pay anything up front, you are paying on orders that you have secured, won, been paid out on, and then you pay a finder's fee. So it's an absolute no-brainer for business owners to enter the details on the FatRank.com contact form to see whether you qualify. The issue is with FatRank in comparison to Checkatrade and TrustATrader is that not all companies qualify. You need to make certain that you've got good branding, that you're good at conversion. We want to make certain that the business that we're sending the leads to are good at converting those leads into orders and then making profit. So it's a no-brainer for the business. If you had to choose one out of the 3, so if you were searching now Checkatrade versus TrustATrader versus FatRank and you was only allowed to choose one, I'm slightly biased, but it's a no-brainer for businesses to choose FatRank.com. In my opinion, you have to choose FatRank.com as being one of them, and then maybe go out to Checkatrade or TrustATrader to see what does better on those platforms. But if Checkatrade and TrustATrader also get you return on investment, then use all 3. If you're getting a return on investment on it, use all 3. Become oversubscribed as a business. Get as many leads as you can that's turning into profit. The issue is you've got to be tracking the KPIs that are those leads on Checkatrade and are those leads on TrustATrader turning into profit. Because if they're not, at that point, you might want to switch them both off and just go with a FatRank.com lead generation strategy. Or you might want to try out 1 or 2 others like Bark, Trusted Trader, Yellow Pages, and lots of other tradespeople websites. If you check the link in the description, we've actually got a link through to all the best tradesperson websites.
So that has been our video on Checkatrade versus TrustATrader versus FatRank. I know it's a complete mouthful, but we've went into a lot of detail. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down below or head over to FatRank.com, fill in the contact form, and our team will be in touch. Thanks for watching.